Starting now, the Pittsburgh's action weather. Of course, all eyes were on yesterday's storms, but we're not through with it yet, right, Joe?
No, we're in the thick of it. And for some neighborhoods already this morning, let's waste no time if we can get to the radar. That severe thunderstorm warning until 8:45 down in Greene and Monongalia counties. Heart of the storm just crossed 218, heading for Route 19 and also 79. That is south of Waynesburg right now near Gump, extending back into Blacksville. That's in Monongalia County. That storm does extend back towards the south and west across parts of Monongalia County. Biggest concern here, 60-mile-per-hour damaging winds, a lot of heavy rain, lightning too, as the storm continues to track off towards the east. So we'll see if that warning happens to be extended as we continue through this 8 o'clock hour. But it's not just there. Also another pocket of downpours working across Fayette County right now as we look closer to some spots just west of Connellsville near Briar Hill. You are seeing some of that heavy rain that's going to hit Connellsville yet again. That even extends towards Masontown. Those very same areas were just hit by some of the heavy rain extending from Champion back towards Seven Springs and Ohio Pile. So some ponding certainly is possible along Route 119 as that secondary wave comes on through. And again, that activity off to the east continues to push east right now. Focus earlier in the morning was Pittsburgh on north. Now we turn to our attention south. And again, that severe thunderstorm warning will take us until 8:45. On top of the damaging winds, flash flooding is a big concern. We talked about at the top of the show some of the impressive flash flooding events from yesterday. Those very same hot spots will be more prone today as we could see more dumps of heavy rain in more of an isolated locations, but still certainly going to be a talker for us as we continue through the morning. A lot of the action that is falling right now should be out of here by about 9-10 o'clock. Already seeing some sunshine in around Allegheny County. More will be working in as we go throughout the day. It's going to be one of those days that you get that air you can wear sense with a lot of high humidity. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's a pop-up downpour somewhere across the region. But most of the activity is on hold until we get closer to sunset. Another cluster of showers, also some thunderstorms will be tracking from north to south. More than likely as you're trying to sleep tonight, and a lot of that activity will be breaking down shortly after midnight. It will lead to some areas of fog tomorrow morning, but a drier day tomorrow. Now, the good news if you are heading out to Latrobe, of course, it's the Steelers night practice tonight. It's going to be very steamy as you're finding your spot as the gates open at 3 o'clock and even through practice time at 6 p.m. We'll just keep an outside chance of an isolated shower. More rain and storms coming in Monday and Tuesday. Both have been elevated to impact days now. There's that filtered sunshine over the city of Pittsburgh. Right now, temperatures are sitting close to 70 degrees, and we're going to warm things up in a hurry today. Mid-80s for a high, factoring in that high humidity. Feels like temperatures lower 90s. So soupy day to say the least, but at least we're trending drier, not just today, but also through the weekend. Back to impact days Monday and Tuesday. Another inch of rain could fall over the span of those 2 days. We don't need another inch of rain. We're already very saturated across the region. So still flash flooding concerns will be top of mind as we enter the week. And still the unsettled pattern really doesn't break until at least Thursday of next week.